Hey everyone. So I've never actually done this, and I don't really know how to start. But I mean, I was listening to all this, Kony 2012 and all these things, the pros and the cons, and I know that we're all really bad, and we feel really hurt that kids are dying left and right, But something that we always have to realize is that that happens everywhere. It even happens here in the U.S. It happens back in my home country in Peru. It happens in all of Africa. Hell, it happens all over the world. And I know that, here we are, sending this video all over and sending it, making it very, very viral. And I just wish that someone would actually see that there are certain things we can do. We can, go and, tell our government to take into consideration all the people that are dying. And we can tell our government to, up it a little bit. But more importantly, I guess the only reason I'm actually sending this is because of a friend of mine. I used to live in Singapore, and I made this friendship in Malaysia, and this guy is from Syria. And so he was messaging me, and I was just asking him a random question on Skype, and I was like, "Hey, how's your family doing? How's everything going?" And he goes and he just tells me my family's fine. And then he tells me I lost 20 people a few days ago, and before that I lost two of my cousins. And I just stopped myself. And I was like, "That's not a normal conversation." So I asked him, I was like, "How'd that happen?" And I'm also sorry to hear that. And then he tells me, and this is kind of what made me actually ever go on YouTube to post these things. He said, "The world is watching, and China and Iran is helping the Syrian government. I'm hanging on. Nobody can do anything." And so I asked, "Well, can't your family do something? Can't they go to Malaysia or can't they go outside?" And he responded honestly. He said, "My parents are in Saudi Arabia. They're okay. But how can the rest leave while they have no passports and they're being killed by our own government?" And so I asked him, "What happened to your cousins?" And he said, "One was shot by a sniper in his forehead. And the other one, he's praying, and when he came out of the mosque, they shot him on the streets and they took his body. My auntie just wants to see his body, and she won't let her. I still have no idea how to talk to her, what to tell her, or what I can say. There's nothing I can say that'll make things look better. I can't give her hope. She lost two of her children, and the third one was shot twice and survived. The only reason I'm actually here is just to tell you all, this is a new world, We can go on the internet and we can send these messages left and right, and we can connect with people thousands of miles away. And yet, we still have these things where we feel bad. We feel like, we feel like we're powerless. We feel like we have no power, and that no one can hear us. And then you read the comments and you say, "You don't know the history of this. You don't know the backbone of that." Does it really matter? Honestly, if someone's getting killed, if someone's doing the killing, isn't that all that we really need to know to try to stop it? I mean, fine, maybe I have this mantra, this idea of like living in a perfect world, but killing is killing. And the killing of the government towards the masses, towards civilians, can't just be ignored and posted on CNN and Fox or NBC or Al Jazeera and just ignored. We're the future, fine. We might not be the politicians that are being voted on. We might not even go and, be able to legally run because, well, honestly, we can't. We're under the age. You have to be 25 to, 25, or you have to be a certain age and live in a certain place for X amount of time. We can't do everything, but you know what we can do? We can give our friends, those that are living in these places that are being tormented all over the world, not just in one country, we can give them hope. And we can show them that their pleas and their cries aren't just being ignored. I'm sorry for all of you that are going through horrible times with, the housing market, with unemployment. And I'm sorry for all those that are being shot down. And I'm sorry for all you that are going to sleep today hungry or malnourished, but I want you to know that I'm at least doing my part. And I only wish that all of you do. Thank you very much.